Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my class. It's a long time we met. So, after vacation, after the Dasera vacation, we are going to start our class again. And we were preparing for English Olympiad classes. And we have already finished some of the lessons, which are, I think, noun, pronoun, adjectives, and some common types of adjectives and pronoun we have already discussed. So today it's turn to learn about verbs. See, the verbs, the definition of verbs you have read many times. But the classification, whenever you see the different books, there are different types of classification of verbs. Today I am going to discuss some of them. And let us see first the definition of verb. You already know that the verbs are the action words or the doing verbs. So you can write that verbs are action words or doing words. Okay, action means you already know what is the meaning of action. Action or doing words are known as verbs. Action words or doing words are known as verbs. So action words and the doing words means whatever action we do, whatever work we do, that all work comes under verbs. But this definition is partially correct. Why am I saying this? In all the books the same definition is written. All the action words are known as verbs, or all the doing words are called as verbs. But there are some helping verbs also, which are not the doing words. For example, you see, she is cute. She is cute. And she is reading. Here you see I have written two different sentences. Okay. So as you can see these two sentences, see, she is cute and she is reading. Now here you see the identify the verbs. Identify the verbs here. See, in the second sentence, the first sentence and the second sentence. In the second sentence you will say that reading is the action word. What work is being done here? That is reading. Reading is the work being done here. So this is verb. Then what is the verb in the first sentence? See here, these are also verbs, but these are called as auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. Okay, now auxiliary verbs and the helping verbs, if I include, then this definition, action words and the doing words. See, regarding verbs you must know one thing, that verbs, they do not only say about the actions, but they also say about the state. Two things you have to state. I don't mean by state like Jharkhand, AP or MP, not those states, not states of any country. State means I am going to explain you. See, verbs, what do they say? These verbs, they either say the state or the word or the action. It gives us two information. Either they would say about the work done in any sentence or the action done, or else they will say about the state. Now what do I mean by state? State means, have a look to the first sentence. She is cute. Now here which tense is it? This girl is cute. This is in present tense. This is in present tense. How can we identify that? Through this word is. Okay, so this, or in case, suppose if I change this word is and I write here was, instead of is if I write was, so it will be past tense. It will be past tense. Okay, understood? So here this, we identify the tense, it means the state of the subject. We understand the state of the subject, whether it is in present or in the past, through action words, through verbs. Okay, so verbs, either they will tell you the state of something or the action done. It also, and this is the one thing, verbs are the main thing which tells you whether the sentence is in present, past or future. Otherwise you cannot identify any sentence. What do I say? This is one of the main functions of verb, that they tell you whether the sentence is in present, past or future. Because you cannot understand the tense of any sentence by seeing the subject and object of it. Because subject and object, they do not decide the tense. They cannot tell you which tense is it. You have to just see the verbs. Okay, helping verbs, mainly the helping verbs, they tell you the correct tense of any sentence. So this is one classification. So what is this classification? I told you that there are two types of verbs according to this classification. The first one is the main verbs or the action words. Whatever you say, main words or action words. So main verb or action words. So main verb, this is the first one. Okay, I am removing it. And the second one is helping or auxiliary verbs. Helping or auxiliary verbs. Okay, so these are the two types. Now there are more classification. I am going to discuss you. So first have a look to this. Now what is the next classification? We are going to discuss that. So the next classification is regular and irregular verbs. See, just now we discussed about the main verbs and the helping verbs, and here we are going to discuss regular and irregular verbs. What do we mean by regular verbs? See, first let us write some of the verbs here. Okay, what should be the first one? Let me write play. Okay, go. Next, cook. Just 3 examples I wrote. Okay, now let us solve this. These forms which are in its main form, the root words are always in V1. V1 means verb 1. The V1 forms, I mean the verb 1 forms, are the root words, the main verbs. So according to the tense, we change these words. Okay, we change the forms of these verbs. So like here the first one is play. When we write the second form of the verb, it means the V2, we write played. Okay, and the third form is also played. Don't worry, I am going to give you more examples after this. So the second one, go, went, gone. And the third one is cook, cooked, cooked. Now these are the 3 examples I have written. If you see these words carefully, the first one, have a look to this first word play. What is the V2 and V3 form of this? V2 is played. We have added ed here. And V3 also played. Same word. V2 and V3, I mean the second form and the third form of this word play are same. Played, played. Coming to the third one, I am skipping second one. I am going to discuss. Let's have a look to the third word, cook, and the same process we have applied. Ed we have added here. And again in V3 also we have added ed. Have a look to this second form and the third form. COOKED, cooked. Here also ed. So as you can see, the first one and the third one, same V2, V3. The rule of changing into V2 and V3 are same. We just have to add ed here, again here. But in the second one, go, went, gone, we cannot see any ed. These words are totally different than the first one. Because you see in the first question, the word play, in the same word we have added ed. Again cook, we have used the same word again, and then we have added ed along with the main word. But in question number 2, that is go, in this word we have not used the same word here, though somehow it is used here. I'll give some more examples. So go, went, gone, these are the different words. This is not matching with the first one. Okay, one more example let me write. Fourth one, eat, E-A-T. It will be ate, again eaten. Okay, as you can see that again we don't have here ed. Another one more, sleep. Second form will be slept. and third one will also be slept. Why have I written this example? Because here also V2 and V3 are same. Like here V2, V3, V2, V3 same. Here also it is same. But still there is a difference. Understand one thing. Whenever we add ed or d or ed to the main verb, that is called as regular verb. Okay, regular verb. So where have we added ed? Here in the first question, then again in the third question. So these two verbs are the regular verbs, because we can write the second form and the third form of it just by adding ed. Okay. Now you see the second one, fourth one and fifth one. Though fifth one, second form and the third form is same, but it is not regular. This will be irregular. Okay. I am writing here in short, IR means irregular. This is also irregular, and here of course irregular. So these words are irregular, because the rule is how can you know that any verb is regular or irregular? You just have to see, you have to think the second form and the third form of the verb. Then you will find if you are adding only d or ed along with the verb, then that will be regular. Or if you don't add d or ed, it is something else. Anything you can add, okay? But if you have not added d or ed, then that is irregular. Irregular also, it can be same. Second form and third form can be same in irregular also. But only one thing is there in regular, that is the use of adding d or ed with the verb. That is regular verb. So these are just 5 words. Don't worry, don't be so happy that you have some limited questions. I am going to discuss some more questions. So you just be ready with your notebook, pencil or pen, so that you can write down. Start writing. So here we have the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. You can see the first column, the present tense, past tense and past participle. There are 3 columns for each, regular as well as irregular verbs. Let us discuss the regular verbs at first. The first one is beg, B-E-G, beg. Beg means to ask. The beggars, they always beg. So as these are the regular verbs, you already know the rule, we add ed. But one more thing I want to tell you, sometimes we need to just double the last digit. It means the spelling of beg, begged spelling will be begged. It means g will be double and then we will add ed. Okay. Second number question is copy. Here we have another rule. As you can see the spelling C-O-P-Y, Y, the word ends with Y. If the word ends with Y, then what do? We remove this Y and we write I in place of Y. And then again the same rule, regular verb adding ed. So the word will be C-O-P, Y we will remove and we will add I. So C-O-P-I-E-D, copied. So V2 and V3 will be copied. Coming to the third one, same kind of rule, dry, D-R-Y. As it ends with Y, we'll remove this Y and we'll add I-E-D. In place of Y, we write I and same E-D. So dry, dried, dried. Fit, fitted, fitted. Hug, hugged, hugged. Marry, married, married. Plan, planned, planned. Rely, relied, relied. Skip, skipped, skipped. Tip, tipped, tipped. Here also P will be double. In skip also the last letter P will be double. Try, tried, tried. Worry, worried, worried. Ban, banned, banned. Banned means something which is not allowed. Okay, so banned. Clap, clapped, clapped. Drop, dropped, dropped. Shop, shopped, shopped. Sleep, slipped, slipped. Stop, stopped, stopped. Okay, now the next one is travel. Traveled, traveled. Again double L, then ed. Next, the last one is empty, emptied, emptied. Okay. Now here we have some irregular verbs. We have already finished reading the regular verbs. Now we are going to read irregular verbs. Have a look to the first and the very important word, that is be. B-E-B. Actually this word be includes is, am, are. So only be. That's why the past form is, the V2 is, was, were. And the past participle means V3 is been. Oops, one thing I forgot to tell you. Here you can see the heading as present past and past participle it will be. So the first column is written part participle. In the second one, irregular verbs, past participle is written correct. So present means here V1, past means V2 and past participle means V3. Means V1 means first form of the verb, second form of the verb and the third form of the verb. V1, V2 and V3. So the irregular verbs. Be means is, am, are, was, were and been. Begin, began, begun. Break, broke, broken. Build, built, built. Only D is replaced with T here. Choose, chose, chosen. Come, came, come. Do, did, done. Cut, cut, cut. All these three verb forms are same. V1, V2 and V3 are CUT, cut. Draw, drew, drawn. Eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Fly, flew, flown. Get, got, gotten. Here in place of gotten sometimes people use got also. V2 also got and sometimes V3 also some people use got, but you can also write gotten. So next, go, went, gone. Have, had, had. Keep, kept, kept. Know, knew, known. Sing, sang, sung. Tell, told, told. Win, won, won. Here you see the spelling of tell. It will be T-E-L-L. I think it's not clear. It's looking like T-A-L-L, tall. But tall is adjective, not a verb. So you have to use your brain. This is tell. T-E-L-L, tell. Tell, told, told. Win, won, won. Here we go with some more words. Okay. These all are irregular verbs. So what is the first word written here? Become. Became, become. As I can see, some of the words are hazy, so I am dictating these words. Listen to my voice and you can copy down. So the first one is become, became, become. Now have a look to the next one. The next one is begin, began, begun. We already discussed, I think. Third one is bleed. When we get hurt and blood comes out, that is called bleed. V2 and V3 are same. Bled, bled. Bleed, bled, bled. Next is blow, blew, blown. B-L-O-W, blow. B-L-E-W, blew. B-L-O-W-N, blown. Next is break, broke, broken. Bring, brought, brought. Build, built, built. Burn, burnt, burnt. Burst, burst and burst are same. We often use this word in terms of balloons. My balloon got burst. So burst. Okay. Next, buy, bought, bought. Next one is cost. C-O-S-T, cost. Cost, cost. Next one, the most important word, catch. C-A-T-C-H. Catch means to hold. I have often heard students, they say catch it, catch it. Actually, that is totally wrong. There is no such word. You need to say catch, caught, caught. C-A-U-G-S-T, caught. So, must use the correct verb form for catch. It would be caught and caught. C-A-T-C-H, catch. C-A-U-G-S-T, caught. C-A-U-G-H-T, caught. Next, choose, chose, chosen. We already discussed. Next also we have discussed come, came, come. cost, 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 cut, cut, cut. These are the repeated words we have already discussed. The last one is deal, D-E-A-L, deal. It will be dealt, dealt, D-E-A-L-T, dealt, D-E-A-L-T, dealt. So the number of verbs are countless. You can collect many more verbs and you can write down the V2, V3 form of these words. Okay. So it was a very important topic that we read, verbs, because without verbs you cannot do many of the lessons. If you do tenses, the very important, what do I say, the most important lesson of grammar, verbs. Again, active, passive, direct, indirect. Without verbs, if you don't have good knowledge of verbs, you cannot solve many of the lessons from English grammar. So just especially the verb forms, you must have the idea of the verb forms, the second form and the third form, especially irregular. But let me tell you, most of the words are regular, or more than 90% words are regular verbs. There are very few irregular verbs, but the vocabulary is also very lengthy. We have so many words, so many action words. So that's why that 10% seems to so many. So you just need to go through all the verb forms what I have given today, and what I have not given you can collect from anywhere, from Google uncle, or from your father, your own uncle, or from anywhere, from YouTube. You try to collect more and more verb forms, not in your notebook but here in your mind. Okay, thank you, have a good day.